if you come across this video and there is one thing I have to say to you is that do not give up on trading. If you have started trading this year or you have started trading for years and it's very hard on you, please do not give up on trading. It is hard, of course it is, but the more you do it, the more easier it gets. This is why I'm saying so. The past few weeks has been so amazing for me when it comes to trading. I don't know if I should say the past few days. Let me say the past few days. It's been so amazing. I've been taking trades, seeing my setup clearly. A lot of good things have been happening. I still have a creep, but it is not as bad as it used to be. And I've come to the realization that sometimes we ignore the fact that the little progress that we do add up slowly, and we just want to see big changes immediately, and we forget that those changes will come with time. As they say, you put one step ahead or one step in front of the other in such a way that you finally get to that position where you're like, yo, I am doing this thing right. And this is how it's been for the past few weeks. However, tell me, how did you feel when, if you're someone who has been trading and you finally got to that point where you started making withdrawals from your trading, how did you feel when that started happening for you? Because to be very honest with you guys, I don't know exactly how I feel. I don't know if I'm scared, I don't know if I'm shocked. Sometimes I feel like, oh, maybe it's just luck. But I have to fall back. I have not had time to sit down and like process every emotions that I've been feeling since I started trading. I don't know if I'm numb. Like, I have this book, right? This is my journal. I literally write everything in this journal. I remember at the beginning of this year, I wrote down 300 things that I want to happen in my life, like in my life in general. And one of those things was to come out of drawdown for my 5K account, which I did, though I lost that account. But I actually came out of drawdown, which is very amazing. I am so proud of myself. I cannot even I came out of drawdown and I finally got a certificate as a trader. That is something that initially, when I saw other people having certificates, I was like, what? I didn't know I could, but here I am. I actually have a certificate as a trader, right? Do I have the account still? No, I don't have the account, but at least I am better. Yeah. Another thing that I wrote was that I want to make $500 and withdraw it. Now, another thing that I told myself is that I want to make 500 and withdraw. Have I made that? I don't know if I should talk about this, but so far I have made like $400 and I have withdrawn $400. And with those, part of the money I used to get myself a tablet, right? And I am so grateful. Like, I don't underestimate whatever I am doing right now. Another thing that I wrote when it concerns trading is that I was going to have a YouTube channel. Now, having a YouTube channel for me was just like, I'm trying to document my journey and share it with whoever is interested. But so far, it's been getting a lot of attraction. People keep subscribing. I am so grateful to everybody who is subscribing to my channel. And I'm going to keep sharing whatever I do, the good, the bad, the ugly. I remember the last video I made, I don't know, the last two videos, I was in one video like, I don't want to keep complaining. I want to stop complaining. I want to come back to you guys with good news. And here I am today coming with good news, right? And the good news is that I have been making profits from trading back to back on my prop firm account and on my personal account. Now, on my prop firm account, I was in a drawdown of like $1,000. And I took one trade this week on my prop firm account, my 25K prop firm account, and I got out of drawdown. No, I'm not out of drawdown, but I'm in drawdown for about $475, which is not bad, right? At least the only trade that I took this week is that trade that is actually giving me TP, and I am so proud. Okay, actually, this trade is a trade I was looking out for on Friday, but the market did not tap me in on Friday. It actually tapped me in within the week, and it gave me TP. Fun fact is that I did not even pay attention to this account, and this is because that's not the only account I am trading. I am trading my own personal account that I funded, and on my personal account it's been profit back to back. That does not mean I've not made losses. I have made losses. I am going to take it to the chart. I am going to show you the trade that I took on my personal account. Mostly on my personal account, I trade BTC and gold. I know I said I was not going to trade gold anymore, but there is something about trading gold that I cannot explain. I don't know why I keep going to it, but I feel like right now I have finally figured how to trade gold. And I don't go below the 15-minute time frame when it comes to trading gold. I look for point of interest on the 4 hours, and I look for entry in the 50 minutes. That is it. The same thing with BTC. That is how I trade those two. But when it comes to Euro USD, I like to get my entry on the 5 minutes, because that is where I can clearly see my entry on the 5 minutes. Now, another thing that I wanted is to have an edge. Do I have an edge completely? Yes, I have created a plan. I have created a structure. I have made goals. I have a routine for my trading. This is it in front of me that I'm even looking at right now. But the thing is, I am not so versed with it. I am learning to look at it from time to time in such a way that I can finally memorize it in my head. I know how I have to enter the market, when I have to leave the market, what I need to see. And I am so grateful. I am very grateful. But how exactly I have been feeling since these things started happening, I cannot explain. I am very serious. And I don't know if anyone can tell me in the comment section, like, how was it for you? How did you feel when you started realizing, oh, finally this thing is making sense. Oh, finally I'm making money from this thing. The money might not be huge, but for me, as someone who is starting to make the money, it is good, right? I know that very soon I am going to, this one I'm not just saying it, I'm very sure that very soon I'm going to be making the $1,000 a day, the $10,000 a month, the $10,000 a day. This is very possible this year. I'm not talking about next year. It is very, very possible for me this year, and I know I am going to do it. I am not even like, oh, maybe, what if not. I know it is going to happen, right? And let me take it to the chart right now, and I'm going to show you every trade that I took this week, why I took this trade, and how this trade went. And let's go. So currently we are on my funded next account, and this is how the account is. So this is the profit and loss that I've had for this week, and I have been trading this account for the last 18 days, right? 18 trading days. Okay, currently my balance is at $24,520, and I have to make another $500 in order for me to completely go out of drawdown, right? Okay, now I'm taking you to the pairs that I've traded so far this week. Ignore this. I want to start with BTC. I want to start with gold. I'm going to start here. This is one of the trades that I took that actually gave me my first TP. This one here. This is the first TP. This I didn't take it, and price went straight to my TP. This is the second one. This as well, I didn't take it. This missed me, and this I took it on Friday, but the market closed without hitting TP. But I woke up the next day and it had given me TP, and even more, because it went as far as giving a 1:10, right? Now that aside, yesterday, which was Thursday, sorry, I took this trade. And the reason for taking this trade were very valid, right? I need to see a liquidity sweep, a change of character, fair value gap, price tapped me in, and normally I should have broken even after getting, like, because this market gave me a 1:1. Let me see. Oh, it gave me a 1:4 before it's reversed, but I was targeting somewhere here. Now it reversed and it took me out. I was expecting to buy again here, but it didn't happen. This I am not so sure. That is why I have not entered the trade. Now we are going to go on BTC. Now I am talking about the trade that I took on my personal account. We are going to talk about the trade that I took on prop firm account after these ones. Now when it comes to BTC, I have been loving BTC a lot these days, because BTC has been giving me what I want to see. Now this is my first entry on BTC, this big spot here. Liquidity sweep, change in character, fair value gap tapped in, and price started moving, right? Now I wanted to take this trade here for a sell, which did not happen. Unfortunately, price missed me and it went straight to TP. Then you're going to see that inside of, wait, let me reduce this. Okay, Now this one, I took this one and price gave me TP. This one I didn't take it, and this one as well I took this one. But this is what happened. If you notice very well, the price of BTC on TradingView and the price of BTC on MetaTrader 5, it is not the same. Now this is where I was setting my stop loss and everything, right? Only for the market to take me out on my trading, on my how do they call it, MetaTrader 5, but it did not take me out on my TradingView. This is what happened. Now yesterday, or on where was that, I can't remember, I think on Saturday or the day after, yes, I think on Saturday, no, not Saturday, Wednesday if I'm not mistaken, or Tuesday, I took this trade, I entered this trade, and the next day it gave me TP, right? Currently I am looking at this one. And this is my entry and everything. This is a point of interest. If you look on the 4 hours time frame, you're going to see that that is actually a point of interest. This is another block. We have the break of structure to the upside, and this is our other block. Price tap into the other block, and it swept liquidity on the 4 hours. So when I drop to the 15-minute time frame, I want to see a liquidity sweep, change in character, and a fair value gap, which price automatically gave it to me. Liquidity sweep, change in character, then I want to see a fair value gap, which is somewhere right here. So I'm expecting for price to tap into this liquidity and tap me and gives me whatever I want, whatever I'm looking for. Now we are going to go to the trade I took on my prop firm account, which is on Euro USD. I had it set up on Euro USD, but by the time I wanted to come to the chart, the market had already played out, and it played out without me being there. I'm going to show you these various trades as well. So we are going to start with here. All right, I was during the weekend, sorry, this was my point of interest, and you see that price, this and this again was my point of interest. You see that price has respected both areas very well. If we go now to the 15-minute time frame, we are getting, or the 5 minutes, because I start looking for entry on the 15 minutes. If I don't see entry on the 15 minutes, I'm going to go to the 5 minutes. So we start on the 15 minute. On the 15 minutes, when price got here, what do I want to see? I still want to see a liquidity sweep and a change of character. Now this is why I'm saying that I don't like to look at entry on the 15 minute, because when I look at it on the 15 minute, it's not clear, right? I don't have a clear entry. But if I go on the 5 minutes, however, I'm going to see a very clear entry on the 15 minutes. So we are going to go right there, and I'm going to show you exactly that. So now when we look here, there was this liquidity sweep down here and change of character. Price came back to that liquidity, to that fair value gap that it left, and it gave me TP to the upside. Now here I was waiting, price tapped in here, but I wanted price to sweep this liquidity before I enter. It did not do that. Price kept on moving. Now when price got to this level here, it created a liquidity sweep, change in character. Then price did not come back to this level to tap me in. So I did not take this trade actually, because I want to see a liquidity sweep, change in character, and I enter. But I didn't see, I was not in front of the chart when this was happening. Now I will show you the trades that gave me TP on my prop firm account this week, and I hope this is it right here. That's Monday's trade. Okay, this is it. Okay, this is the trade on Friday. I said this, and I even forgot that I had. So I was targeting a 1:4. Remember I said my strategy gave me at least a minimum of a 1:3, but I was taking a 1:2 because I was not so confident, right? Now I try to look at the previous high and the previous low. That is where I set my TP to. If my previous low is giving me a 1:2, then fine. If it's giving me a 1:4, then fine. That is what I'm doing right now. So I'm taking a minimum of a 1:2. So this is the trade right here. I wanted a liquidity sweep, change in character, then price tapped me in fair value gap, then it went. Basically, all I can say is that I have come to a point in my trading career where I know that this is what I want to see, and I clearly wait for it. If you see very well, this week the only trade that I took on my prop firm was the trade on Euro USD. And when it comes to the other pairs that I traded, I didn't force it. I waited. I was patient to see whatever I had to see in the market before I entered this trade. I think I have grown patience with time. I have grown my lack mindset as well. It is no longer about the money for me right now. The money is part of the thing, but the most important part for me is to have a mastery of the trade, because one of my goals is to master trading and trade with ease. Like, I want to be called among the best traders in the world. I'm not saying in Africa, I say in the world, and I know it's possible. And there are a lot of things that are about to happen, a lot of things are about to change, especially when it comes to my trading especially. So I am so grateful, and this is literally what I had to share with you guys. But the last thing that I will say again is that do not give up on trading. I know it is hard. I have been there. I have cried. I have felt depressed. I have traded with money and the money disappeared. I have done a lot of things, but one thing that I never, even for a minute, thought of is to give up. I never sat like this and I'm like, oh, let me just give up on this thing. Never. I always thought that there's always definitely going to be a way. There is a way to do this thing. Even when I was crying, I was looking for ways. And I am finally seeing that way. So henceforth, I will be making videos more structured around how I trade, starting from my trading routine, everything that I have to do before I start trading. I'll share all of that with you guys. So that is what I had to share with you guys in this video, and I'm going to see you in another one. Bye.